How y'all doing? Habarigani Riches. This is your girl Renee, and today is August the 27th. It's Tuesday. Baby, this week is flying by. Do you have plans for Labor Day yet? Do you have plans? In my area, it's 67 degrees, and the air quality sucks again today. My voice is a little raspy. Um, Sometimes it happens when that weather changes like that. And it says the sunrise is going to be at 6 o'clock. And you know what? Y'all have been with me all summer. And you know that as soon as I stop my live at 6, because that's when the sun is shining and I go walk my dog. Now it's saying it's 6:30. See, the time is getting ready to change. Now it's saying it's not going to get light until 6:30 in the morning. So I did take some time off, simply because it's a holiday on Monday. I did want to kind of put my car on the road, but I don't think I'm going to do that because being on the road costs you money, and I'm trying to save for Thanksgiving. I have created a tradition in my immediate family that we meet for Thanksgiving. And y'all, let me show you where I'm thinking about meeting. And let me see, had you ever heard of this place? Now, last year was the first time we met, and we went to Tennessee. I had never been to Tennessee before. Never. But it was like a halfway point. And we drove. And all those places that you drive by from the East Coast going to Tennessee, I had never driven by those places. So let me know if you have heard of King of Prussia Mall. This mall is located in Philly, and it is like the Mall of America on the East Coast. It is like the Mall of America on the East Coast. It has 450 stores, boutiques, and restaurants. It's the third largest mall in America. It has 2.9 million square feet of retail space and welcomes 22 million visitors a year. Now, you might say, look, kid, I got little grandkids. Little. Are they 3 and 2? Oh, Lord, I'm forgetting the ages already. 3 and about to be 1. Yeah, 3 and 1 is going to be 1 next month. And you say kids don't want to fool with no mall, just going to 400 stores. I can't believe this mall been open since 1963. And there are the stores that it features. Oh, I can't see myself. Okay, yeah, I got it up here big. Here are what, typical mall stuff. There's a King of Prussia. I'm sure they got a movie theater and everything. But this is what made me think, oh yeah, this might be a really neat place for the children. So they got, look at all this: museums, attractions, kids and families, parks and outdoors, nightlife, music, theater, dance, shopping, all types of tours. Most walkable city in America today, 25 most beautiful places in Philadelphia, fine dining, Philly, Philly. Oh, that look like Union Station in DC. Maybe every train station look like that. Maybe I'm just tripping. Wait a minute. Oh, here you go. Okay. They got a plan your trip section, food and drink, hotels. But if I'm not mistaken, they got the Disney rides and stuff in this mall too. I can't find it, but let me look right here. Okay, for kids and families. Oh, this is just around the area. This is just around the area. Go back. I'm on TripAdvisor. Yeah, but they got they got 10 of the largest malls. Okay. But from what I can hear, this one has the oh, this one has the Disney rides and things in it. So that was the reason why I was thinking about checking out that one. Let me see if I can find it right quick. King of Prussia. I wonder where they get that name from. Copy. Let's put it right here. Oh, they do have amusement park. That's what I was looking for right here. I hope, I hope. Oh, so this is the Flying High amusement park. So this might not be for little children, but let me click on. Oh, attractions. So they got all this stuff for the little kids. I don't know if this is for real. Little ones, little ones. Zip line, oh yeah, they got some little jungle gym. Okay, okay. So they got all this stuff for the little kids. And it looked like they got things. It's not too bad either. Toddler zone. Okay, they got toddler zone, 3 and under. Laser tag, jungle gym. And then they got stuff for adults too. I think they got I'm not even showing all the good stuff. But anyway, this mall has everything in the mall for the family. Like, rides for the kids, shopping, all types of foods, restaurants. And I thought that would be a good place to go because before we spent some time, we was nice and quiet on the lake. Yeah, I had some cheap conditioner on my hair and it was making me break out. Now I got a red bump right here. Oh, I gotta put some type of ointment on or something. Let me close that. Okay. So let's get into the news. Ooh, I'm not gonna put on no makeup today because tomorrow I gotta go in the office. Yes, we basically decided to meet one day a season. So our one day this summer is tomorrow. Then we already got the date for December. So it's like, yeah, I say one day a season. And do a quick little 10 to 2 together, which to me, I'm gonna have to drive there, so it's really 9 to 3. Because anywhere you go where I live, it's about an hour. It's about an hour average. Because I'm gonna have to deal with the city traffic to get to highway. And I need to really find another way because where I live, a lot of the highway is by the harbor and the football and baseball stadiums, everything downtown. And the highways are downtown. And I don't want to ever go downtown for anything. So I've been trying to find other ways to get to the highways. And I really need a map. That's what I really need. Oh, I think I know what I can do. I think I can go down by the dog park and catch a highway from there as opposed to going through. Because I hate going downtown, y'all. I really do. I really, really do. So let's look at the first case we're going to look at today that popped up on my timeline, honey. And you may have oh, well, let me do this one up front. Because the school year just started, baby, and this is a reminder out there. DC is not playing with y'all. I'm sure other places are almost just the same.
Back to school in full swing. It is not just school zones where you're going to want to slow down. News 4's Joseph Olmo explains to avoid a pricey ticket and keep our students safe.
Hey there, it's that time of the year again. More and more kids are getting ready for school. This upcoming Monday, classes are back in DC. Public schools are headed back to session, which means you're probably going to see more of these on the road. But beware, if that stop sign is out, flashing, and you still whiz by, it could cost you not one, not two, but $500. This is it.
Deborah Walker, one of DC's many crossing guards, wants you to stop for a second and
think about your kids walking instead of you driving your children to school. Think about the safety of the children walking first. That's the main point of why we're out here.
DC's Department of Transportation sharing this video with News 4, showing a split-second decision this driver made that just cost him $500. 25 school buses across the district have safety cameras on board. If the stop arm is extended, the lights flashing, and you still pass the bus in either direction, those cameras will record the entire incident, take a shot at your license plate, and you'll be fine.
People are so much in a rush. They're not thinking about the children. They're not thinking about the pedestrians. They're ready to get to where they need to get to before. It's not about us. It's about them.
She hopes that a possible $500 fine might make you think twice. I'm Joseph Olmo, News 4.
That is a pricey one. Our kids matter.
These cameras were
Wow.
first deployed on DC school buses back in April. There was a 45-day warning period before.
Yeah, so them people's not playing with y'all. Slow down for these school buses. $500 tickets. And you know what's so frightening is that, and I know the buses try to do it so kids don't have to cross the street, but in my days, sometimes we had to cross the street to get to the bus. And y'all are out there, some of y'all, blowing through the school buses. Now, school buses don't be parked with their arm out and ain't nothing going on. Don't be doing that. Or waiting for somebody who's not out there. Now, I have seen the school buses actually be out there waiting for somebody. But then again, I can't even say that, because if it's somebody that needs extra assistance getting to the bus, you might have to wait. So y'all see that arm out there, just stop. As a matter of fact, leave your house in time. Because it seems like you the one that's always running into these school buses and you running late. So go ahead and leave yourself ample time to run into a school bus. Just like if you were to live next to a railroad track, there's no need of you every day trying to run a track when you know that track come at the same time every day. You could just leave earlier, so you don't even have to worry about the railroad track. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you could do. And y'all know I like to let y'all know what's going on. And make this bigger. I saw this little story that came out on Instagram where this man is talking about what to do if a stranger ever send you money. And I like to keep y'all up to date on what's going on. So let's look at this. I'm going to play the video, but then I found an article online that we can look at as well. But listen to this. Oh, don't get me copyright.
Stranger sends you money to your Zelle, your Venmo, or your Cash App, do not send it back. Now there's a oops, I sent you money scam going on right now, where the scammers are taking stolen credit cards and hacked accounts and sending you dirty money to your Cash Apps, your Zelles, and your Venmos. And you, as a good Samaritan, is sending back clean money to these scammers. Okay? This is two transactions going on right here, because the victim of these crimes are actually going to dispute that transaction, and the bank is going to come into your account and pull out whatever money that those scammers sent you. So now you're in the hole. You're negative. You already did money laundering that you didn't even know of, and now you're negative in the account because you got disputed. Don't do that. If a stranger ever sends you money to your Zelle, your Venmo, or your Cash App, do that.
So if a stranger, just like what it says right here, if a stranger sends you money through Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, any type of those things right there, you can actually contact those apps themselves. But I wouldn't go online and call the first number that I Google for that particular company, because, you know, we have seen where sometimes they create fake websites with a fake number at the top. I would go to the Cash app and look for their support number. But they're saying do not send the money back, because what they're sending you is dirty money. They're trying to launder it through you. And then when you send it back, anyway, it's a whole big scam. If a stranger sends you money on Cash App, you should immediately contact support. An unexpected deposit is often a sign of a scam. Scammers may send you money by accident and then ask you to send it back to them. However, if you send the money back, the scammers will dispute the payment with their bank or credit card and be reimbursed by both you and the bank. You should never send money to someone you don't know, even if it seems like an accident. So now these scammers have actually gotten hip. These scammers have actually gotten clever and play on people who are nice. You know, we want to do the right thing. We want to let them know, you sent us money by accident, but it's all a scam. It's all a scam altogether, y'all. It's all a scam altogether. Getting my eyebrows ready for tomorrow. So be careful. If anyone sends you money, they say this one is saying don't accept it. If the stranger asks you to return it, you should not follow their instructions. Instead, you can ask the person to cancel it, go to the company. Do not communicate with the sender. That's what gets you in trouble right there. That's exactly what gets you in trouble right there. When you start talking to people. Yeah, my Cash App only has people I know. Only has people I know. And have y'all locked your credit yet? Have you locked all your credit cards yet? We went over that last week now. I don't want to hear about it. And you know what? One thing, I started thinking about stuff that we don't even hear about anymore. Or stuff we don't even have anymore. Like when it comes to a car, most cars, you don't even lock and unlock the door anymore. Most cars, you don't even turn on the windshield wipers anymore. That used to be a thing. Yeah, most cars used to have a lock at the top and you had to push the lock down. What happened to AM radio? I used to love me some AM radio. And on AM, I used to listen to, of course, talk radio. I guess that all went to, the one you got to pay for now. I forgot the name of it. That they put in your car for free for a year. I guess that all went there. Now, the next case we're going to talk about real quick, and then we're going to be out of here. And I think we may have went over this case. May have. But Marilyn, come on to the stage. Okay. I'm going to catch you up if you hadn't heard of this story. But this is essentially a case about a teenager who had it out with another teenager and was going to catch him on the bus. Which, we all seen school fights. School fights is not a big thing. But this one went a little too far because he gets on the school bus with a GUN. Went right by the bus driver, pointed the GUN at the student, and was actually going to execute him on the bus. But let me tell you something. That student had a praying grandmama. I mean, back in the old days, I had a praying grandmama. Okay. That student had a praying grandmama because they got this boy on camera, jump on the bus, pow, 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 and nothing happens. So I know he had somebody on his side. So let me let you hear the background we got off.
Appropriate in this case. The plan, what is appropriate in this case? Because of the planning, the deliberation, the execution of what he wanted, which was to murder a child. Our victims are still feeling the impact of the decision that Mr. Holland made on May 1st of 2023.
I hope that this sentence brings some measure of peace and some measure of closure to the victims as well as the community.
It was clear that we had a mission today, which was to hold him accountable and to get justice for our community and our victims. It's appropriate.
So they talking about they actually sentenced the young gentleman yesterday. But yeah, the case was, I don't know if they had a dispute from days prior or whatever happened, but one student decides he's going to get back at another student and jump on the bus with a GUN and execute him in broad daylight in the morning. He walked right by the bus driver. Luckily, there was nobody else on the bus. I don't know if this was the first pickup or what, but there was nobody else on the bus other than the bus driver. And the victim came on the bus first, and then the guy with the GUN got on second, and he was going to bust him right in the face with the GUN. Clicked it and everything. I know that young guy is probably still having nightmares at night. He had some folks on his side that nobody even knew about. You see what I'm saying? He had some folks on his side that nobody ever knew about. Let's look at let's listen to the article right here. Oh, the news really going on. Okay. Let me see if I can refresh. Okay, it looks like it's playing a commercial. Yeah. Come on now. Well, that teenager got 25 years. A 15-year-old, wait a minute. Holland, also known as Baby K, was charged as an adult for the 2023 attack, but was 15 years old at the time the attack took place. So he's probably 16 now, and he got 25 years. These little news sites be doing so many commercials, they need to stop. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Breaking news we brought you at the top of the hour. A judge just sentenced a teenager to decades in prison for the attempted murder of a student on a Prince George's County school bus.
Caden Holland was 15 at the time of the shooting, but police charged him as an adult. News 4's Dominic Mooney has reaction from inside the courtroom.
Last year, Holland, who was 15 at the time, along with two other juvenile suspects, boarded a Prince George's County bus and began attacking a 14-year-old boy. That assault was captured on surveillance video. Prosecutors say during the attack, Holland put out a handgun, pointed it at the victim's head, and pulled the trigger. When the gun jammed, Holland proceeded to beat the 14-year-old with the gun. Charging documents revealed the 14-year-old tried to get the gun away while being attacked. Prosecutors say Holland then tried to fire the gun 2 more times. Prosecutors say the gun did not fire. Police say the 14-year-old was able to walk away from the attack with minor injuries. The 14-year-old's mom told News 4 she was thankful that her son's attacker will serve time, and she's getting help for her son. Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy and her office said they were committed to charging Holland as an adult and ensuring teenagers were held accountable for their actions. Investigators say Holland was on the run for weeks before he was captured in the Riverdale Park area. Earlier this year, as a part of a plea agreement, he agreed to plead guilty to attempted murder. He also faced several other charges related to the school bus attack.
Leon and Sean, just to reiterate, we know that Holland was sentenced to 25 years, and inside of the courtroom, we know that prosecutors, they played that surveillance video that was on the bus showing Holland attacking the victim in this case. Also inside of the courtroom, we heard from the victim's mom as well as the bus driver who was on the bus at the time that this attack happened. And again, just 25 years. That was the amount of time that Holland is expected to be behind bars.
Wow. So he got 25 years. He'll be 41 when he's finally back home with his family. But as I was listening to that story, I'm like, wow, 16 years old. First I was thinking Prince George's County. You can Google it, Maryland was one of the most richest counties in the United States for African Americans. They might still be. But early in the morning, you saw the little clips of the bus. Nobody else was on the bus. So this boy had to come out of his mama's and daddy's, or mama's, daddy's, his parents' house with a GUN to execute somebody. And he was so mad, he didn't care who saw it. They went right by the bus driver. No respect of no type of authority. And this is what our teachers, our safety patrol officers, our crossing guards, the lunch people, these are the type of people that they're dealing with every day. Every day. I was just talking to my sister the other day who works for a school system as a nurse. And school just started, child. She talking about she ready to quit. She said she ready to quit. And interestingly enough, her issue is not with the students. It's with the teachers. Because she said in her building, teachers spend more time sending children to the nursing office than they do teaching children. I'm not talking about your school. I'm talking about her school where she at. She said the teachers is always sending the students to the nursing office. And you know what? I believe her. Because the test scores is coming back low, 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 low. Okay? Them test scores would tell the tale of what's going on in them schools. And she said them test scores is coming back for those students on the low, 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 low. I was like, dang, like, I don't even know where school start because I'm so far. Y'all know my children grown, so I'm so far from the school schedule. So I don't even know if it started where I live. Maybe it has. But she just went back to school less than a month ago. I guess everybody went back less than a month ago. And my girl was stressed. She said it doesn't make no sense that they spend more time walking somebody to the nurse's office for a scratch that they got 2 years ago. She said, when I called the parent said, oh, they fell off the bike 6 months ago. They all right. They can go back to class. That's all she do all day is students get sent to the nurse's office and students get sent back to the classroom. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day. And she said, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. She said, because where she is, the children need their education. They don't need to be spending time setting up in her office with an ice pack on a scratch that's been on them for 6 months. But that's what we got going on today. Today is Tuesday. We got a holiday coming up. So y'all, we're gonna get a break. Okay? We're gonna catch a break. But I don't think it's gonna be no more breaks till Thanksgiving. So we gotta live it up. We gotta live it up. I don't want to spend no money, so I'm just going. I might lay low. But I've been craving some BBQs. That's my favorite restaurant in New York. I've been craving some BBQs. So I'm wondering if I could go to New York just for one day. Take myself out to eat, have some drinks and stuff, walk around, to walk everything off and then come back. Because I don't think New York is that far from where I live. I really don't think. It's 160 miles. Not far at all. 160 miles. And would it be worth it for one day? We used to do it when I was young. We used to do it back in the days when these designer jeans came out. We used to go up to New York early Saturday morning. We used to leave our house like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Get to New York, okay. You would get a good parking space where you could get the name brand jeans and then come back. And I was actually teaching my children about business then. I was teaching them, not knowing that I was really teaching them, but I was teaching them about business because everybody wanted these jeans. So we used to go, or the name brand jeans, whatever it was at the time. To go up to New York, 4 or 5 in the morning, get there about 9 or 10 in the morning, get a good parking space, because wasn't nobody up there early yet. New York, they don't get up early like that. Only the people opening up their stores be early. But, and go to the district where we could buy, the jeans and whatever the name brand the kids had going on. And then I would teach my kids to, to sell it to their friends. We used to go up in a day and come back. But can I do that now in my 50s? Can I drive 5 hours, walk around for 2 or 3 hours, get something to eat, look at stores and stuff like that, and still feel like driving back? That's a lot. That's a lot. But that's one of my favorite places. Anyway, y'all, today is Tuesday. We ready to start the day out. I will see y'all in my next rich upload. Y'all be careful about the scams going on. Be careful about the scams. And we got to do better about these young people. We got to do better with our young people. Whose child is walking out the house with a GUN first thing in the morning going to get somebody? Why was he going to get somebody? And now this boy, by the time he get out of jail, people might have cars flying up in the air. Like, he's missing, like, all of the stuff that he would have experienced, like graduating high school, all that stuff is gone. He's going to miss most of his years where he have the time to create his own family. When he get out, he's going to be 41. No education, no nothing, no nothing. It's almost like he's going to be coming out into a new world. And just imagine his parents, like their child is gone. Now, I don't know, the dynamic, maybe they wasn't watching them. I don't know all of that, but their child is gone for 25 years. He's going to be taken care of by the state. They're going to have to be doing phone calls and visits and things like that. What made him so mad? Like, what is making the young people so mad? Y'all ain't even got no bills yet. 15, 16, y'all don't have no bills in your name yet. What is making y'all so mad? All y'all got to do is go to school. Get on that bus and go to school. That's all y'all got to do. Everything is taken care of for you. What is making y'all so mad nowadays? Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace, riches.